Chapter 27, Satanic Rituals. Greg Szymanski gave more information on Satanic Black Masses at the Vatican in 2008. The Black Mass is the ultimate satanic ritual, and eyewitnesses in Rome have said that Henry Kissinger and George H. Bush have attended such rituals in the catacombs of the Vatican. Leo Zagami says that to attend a Black Mass at the Vatican is the highest of honors for Satanists. He is a former high-level Illuminati member who eventually defected. Critics of the Vatican claim that its hierarchy are Satanists and that they conduct Black Masses as the most important pagan ritual. According to an occult website, the Black Mass is the ultimate rite for a real Satanist in order to obtain magical powers. It's a blasphemous mass where the altar is a nude woman and the vagina is the tabernacle. If possible, a real host stolen from a Catholic church is placed into the vagina in the midst of reciting distorted psalms with music and obscenities, cursing Jesus and honoring Satan. The fake or real priest ends up having real sex with the host still in the vagina. If a baby can be slaughtered during the ritual, they will drink its blood and eat its flesh to mimic the Eucharist. Ideally, a Black Mass is to be celebrated by a real heretic priest that even in sin can celebrate Mass effectively. This ends up with a drug-fueled mass orgy. A Vatican agent and Satanist, in an interview with Maria Grazia of Epoca magazine, said that he attended a Black Mass in a Church of Satan in Turin, Italy, and said the following: "There were about 20 people, including 7 or 8 women. The rite started by invoking Satan in Latin according to the classic liturgy, which turns the Catholic liturgy upside down. There were ritual acts like lighting candles, satanic spells, etc. before a priestess came in. In satanic rites, a woman, a virgin, is much better. Acting as an altar is essential. In the United States, I've seen wooden supports anatomically shaped so as to host the priestess in a lay-down position. In Italy, it's usually an uncomfortable table." She was about 40 years or less, good-looking but embarrassed. She stretched out naked onto the altar. The priest then carried out the rite with the deconsecrating of the host, who put it on the woman's body and then dipped it into the vagina. Then he raised the chalice with the mixture in it of sperm and vaginal secretions, which serves for giving immortality and creating the body of glory which had been prepared in advance and was now ready. Soon after, copulation took place between the priest and the woman altar. The followers that were stood around then drank from the chalice whilst they mumbled invocations to the devil. Former Jesuit priests Malachi Martin and Alberto Rivero told Americans how they attended Black Mass before they left the order. The Puritansnet website gave a synopsis of this. Martin documented that a Black Mass was held in St. Paul's Cathedral in 1963. During this, several cardinals installed Lucifer to his appropriate place in the Vatican as head of church. Martin claims that a good deal of the child molestation occurring now is satanic worship, which is part of the Luciferian rites of many priests, nuns and the hierarchy. He says that many who engage in this kind of worship are secret Masons. Martin was a Jesuit priest in a high official capacity in the Vatican, and he had a photo of himself sat next to Pope John Paul I, the one that was murdered. Rivera resigned from the Jesuits in 1972 and was laicized so that he could write books on the corruptions he had seen at the Vatican. Yuri Boyabenko reviews some of what Martin had written in his book entitled Windswept House. Martin passed away in 1999, although some believe that he was murdered. Ever since Nimrod and the Tower of Babel, the power elite have never given up on their feverish dream of a one-world government. The plot of the book involves a group of church officials who scheme with a group of like-minded corporate executives to manipulate the church into a ready-made infrastructure for a one-world religion. The agenda includes promoting issues like population control, environmentalism and secular humanism, which the plotters hope will eventually lead to the complete secularization of religion. The most outrageous premise of the novel, described in great detail, is that a ceremony was performed in the Vatican in 1963, an occult ritual in which they enthroned the fallen archangel Lucifer as the head of the Roman Catholic Church. According to the religioncults.com website, they describe one of 4 categories of Satanists: believing that Satan exists and they hate Christianity, celebrate the Black Mass by drinking from a cup filled with blood from a sacrificed animal or human in order to mimic the Mass,